can do it all, can't he?
If I was Patrick Simmons, I'd be worried. With Andy Timmons in the background.
I'm a good doobie.
He's a good doobie. No, who's a good doobie? He's been watching Romper Room, apparently.
With Miss Sandy. What was her name? What was
I don't know. There were several Miss.
Miss somebody's. Okay.
Romper, Stumper, Bumper, Boo.
Tell me. I think we're dating ourselves. I've been dating myself for years.
More from the Romper Room Show and the Bo and Jim Show here from the Allen Event Center for the Summer Blood Drive on One Star 92.5, and our special guest here this morning, Andy Timmons.
Andy's practically family, though. You know? You got to tell the Ringo story you were telling us a while ago.
The Ringo
about how you met Ringo.
It was fantastic. I'm a Beatles stalker. I will admit it. I never got to meet John or George, but I did meet Ringo. Paul is on my bucket list. Paul, if you listen, happy birthday. I recorded some of his songs. No, but it was 2003, and I'd seen many of his all-star lineups, and I've gone to the shows always in hopes that maybe somebody will take me back and introduce me.
Yeah.
It's tough being a Beatle, I would think, because since he was in his early 20s, everybody's wanted something from him.
Absolutely, always tugging on him.
Always tugging on him, and I'm another fan, but I do deeply appreciate his contribution to music in general, to drums especially, but to the Beatles. I mean, everybody talks about how he was one of the luckiest musicians ever, but I disagree wholeheartedly and would be quick to say that the Beatles were very lucky to have him. So I really don't think that the music would have had that joyful feel without it. If you plug in any other early 60s or mid-60s drummer to that band, Hal Blaine included, who recorded all those Beach Boys and tracks, it wouldn't have had the same spirit, because Ringo had a wonderful sense of time, his feel, everything swung a little bit. There's a little bit of jazz in him,
Right.
So long story short, there was this another station had some kind of giveaway where they were giving away meet and greet passes for the Ringo Star experience, somebody couldn't make it. I just happened to run into the guy running the promotion, Robert Miguel, and he said, I can't get a hold of these people, so you're in.
All right.
And I barely remember it, but I do remember there was a dear friend of mine that was ill at the time, Ronnie Dawson. You guys remember?
I know Ronnie, yes.
He was ill with cancer at the time and was dying. But Ronnie, unbeknownst to a lot of people, he's a great rockabilly guitar player. And a founding person of that genre. But he played drums very well too, and he's on the song called "Hey Baby." Oh, right, Hey baby. Yeah. That's Ronnie Dawson on drums and Delbert McClinton on harmonica.
Bruce Chanel.
Yeah, Bruce Chanel. Thank you, Fort Worth. So that drum track is the only pre-Beatles Ringo track that I can hear that sounds like that. The drums on "Hey Baby" sound like exactly to me like "I'll Get You," the flip side of "You." It's that same I have. And so I wanted to tell Ringo about Ronnie because he may not know about him. And I was just digging into a conversation. We took a picture, clicked. Don't remember that part. And, hey, Ringo, "Hey Baby," Bruce Chanel. And I knew that John Lennon had learned from Delbert on the harmonica. So I said, Ronnie's the drummer on "Hey Baby." And he was looking at me and he's very interested, and we're talking. And it's like Ralphie on the Christmas Story when they're pulling him away from Santa Claus. So yeah, it was a brief meeting, but it was so. And then the picture, it's like the best of pictures given.
You're talking about when they're playing "Little Help from My Friends" before the song is over. Ringo's already in the limo leaving the building.
That's just it. That's how my opportunity arose. Was that the radio promoter had told them, you'll meet Ringo after the show, and I mean, ding! I know from previous experience, he's waving and flashing peace signs while the band's vamping. He gets in a limo and he's gone.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get mobbed order after this.
So you thought you were going to get passed over?
I thought that was.
No.
It worked out great. And he's a really sweet person. I know some friends actually know him very well on a personal level, and he's just one of the sweetest guys.
Well, since you did the Sgt. Pepper's, you thought maybe that would be your end,
Well, I didn't do it for any other reason except that I love the music. But when it was done, I thought, man, I was really proud of it. And I thought, if Paul would hear "She's Leaving Home" or one of those tunes, I think he'd really appreciate it because it's a very unique approach, but it's very faithful and loyal to the beauty of those original compositions.
Yes.
Well, are you playing any place locally besides the pub? You did that last week.
We did. There's this awesome there's a guitar shop that I'm affiliated with in McKinney, Texas called the Guitar Sanctuary.
Yes.
Heard about that?
Yes.
George Fuller's place. That killer. Support your local merchants, folks. This is a wonderful guitar shop, and it's a great thing for the Dallas Metroplex to have. And right next door to that, it's a little place called Zen Zen. It's a wine bar, and we do little performances there. We don't really promote it that much because it's just this little nook where we can go play, no pressure. Just we do everything from Beatles to Hendrix to jazz, whatever we're doing. So we're doing another one of those on July 3rd.
Oh, okay.
So there it is, folks. Get there early. There's like 8 tables.
No waiting.
But that's the deal. That's the deal. I just love when I'm home for a stretch. I need to play. It's what musicians love to do, and it keeps your mental and your musical chops in shape. So Zen Zen on July 3rd. But other than that, no big shows coming up. But we're working on a new record of original material. But I did mention that we're going to do some more cover material because after the Sgt. Pepper experience, I love doing these arrangements. So I might do some
With a 3-piece.
With 3-piece.
Yeah, amazing.
So that brings the challenge to how can I orchestrate this for the guitar?
Right.
Well, why don't you do another one from your Sgt. Pepper?
Sure. Any requests? We got this is
Man, that is great.
Beautiful.
I love the way you do that. I really do.
It's fun. I like it.
Andy Timmons, ladies and gentlemen. Andy.
Thank you, Ringo. Thank you, Paul.
Oh, good luck to you.
Very good.
You're a great guy.
Got a
And
lovely face.
you met my fiance not too long
Yes,
ago, and
she's
she thought,
sweet.
and she thinks you're one of the greatest too.
I
So.
appreciate that greatly. And congratulations on your impending book.
Thank you very
I
much.
wanted to
Thank
say
you.
that on radio. Name of a song. I'd like to do one from the album called Impending Nuptials.
Hey, more from the Bo and Jim Show coming up.